I'm going to try to do 4 tunes today. The first one, I'll just tell you what I got in mind. The first one is one called Tomahawk, which I got from Bob Holt, who lived down in the Ozarks. It's a Missouri tune. For me, it's a Missouri tune, but actually I think he learned it from a Tommy Magnus record. And Tommy Magnus was a fiddler in Nashville who played for Roy Acuff's band, if I'm not mistaken. So, so we're going to play the Tomahawk, and that's just a good old square dance tune. And it's pretty easy to get onto, not a lot of notes. Then I thought I'd try something called Shoot 2 Bits, which is another hoedown from North Missouri. And you know, the Ozarks, if you don't know your Missouri geography, the Ozarks are down south and there's no soil, and up north it's flat and there's lots of soil. So up in the Missouri Valley, we call it. This is a Shoot 2 Bits is another tune. That's a tune in D, all again in standard tuning. Then I thought we'd do a waltz, and I've been playing just whatever comes to my mind because I've been playing it a lot lately. Is one called the Good Neighbor Waltz, and that actually is from Don Messer, a famous fiddler from Atlantic Canada, whose fiddling I've always admired. And then we'll finish up, if time permitting, with tune in 6/8 time. And those are unusual in the old-timey repertoire of the United States because most people, when they think of old-time music, they think of the Upland South and Appalachia, but in the Midwest, some different things were going on. There was some Danish influence, there was some Norwegian influence, and some of their polkas and things were in 6/8 time. So a lot of those guys had an affinity for music in 6/8 time. And I tend to think that there were more guys out in that neck of the woods in the late part of the 19th century who could read a little music. And so these tunes probably came out of books. Some of them did, some were written, but they're tunes in 6/8 time. They're not Irish tunes. This one happens to actually be a Scottish tune, though the guys in Missouri called it Jefferson and Liberty Quadrille, but it's actually Muckin O'Geordie, which is a Scottish tune. So we'll play that, and that'll finish up. And then I want to do my friend VJ here. We've been corresponding a bit. He's interested in listening to the Mockingbird. So if we get to the very end, I might show you a little bit of what I do with Listen to the Mockingbird.
I have a question about the 6/8.
Yeah.
Can those work for contra dances?
Absolutely.
That's what I thought. And I hear them occasionally, and I just wondered if it's common.
They work great, and especially if it doesn't seem to you they're dancing to the music in time, they can't help it on a jig.
Oh.
I mean, the jig's rhythm is so strong, your dancers will really get with the music on a jig, and they work for squares. New England squares like magic.
New England squares.
Yeah.
New England squares, not a southern, but a New England square, and the contras do it great.
Good.
But now when we were in Missouri, when I first started hearing and collecting these 6/8 time tunes, I tried experiments in some communities. We'd go around playing with different fiddlers, maybe somebody'd take me to a dance up in North Missouri, and I'd maybe get a chance to play for one of the dance, and I just start off with playing something in 6/8 time, and the square dancers doing their regular Midwestern square dance, it's like they never know any difference. They immediately square dance. So you can actually square dance to a piece in 6/8 time.
You can play it faster.
Yeah,
and
you
they
can-
want to dance fast.
Yeah, so you can move. They're useful and they're great contra dance tunes for sure.
Several jigs that we use in the contra dances all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. If you listen to any New England contra dance bands, they all play those jigs. So that's what kind of program I got planned for you today. So everybody's got tuners, I bet, but I'll give you my A here. See if it's any good. Just a little sharp. Okay, so that's the old Tomahawk, just a great straight ahead, square dance tune.